I have to get a couple things. The coffee creamer I got Friday. I don't really have much left, so I need to get more from my mom's house. And then, because there's like a bunch of coffee creamers over there from when I went nuts and bought all of them. And I just don't like the other ones, so I won't drink them. So my mom's been slowly drinking some of them, and my sister usually drinks whichever ones I buy for me because she likes the same thing as me. And then my brother was into it on this weekend, so I have to get more. And then I want to get some pretzels because I've been eating those with my lunch, and I don't have much of those left. And then some other stomach medicine my doctor told me would help with some of the indigestion, because even though I'm taking prescription ones, it's like not enough right now, and I don't think it's going to be able to heal whatever's going on without, like, something else. So she told me what I could get for that, so I'm going to get that. And then my mom needed bread, so I'll get that while I'm out. And then hopefully, because I'm going today, I won't have to go the rest of the week until it's food shopping day, because I'm really trying not to spend extra money that is not necessary, and try to get back into some kind of a budget. Grocery shopping last week wasn't so bad. It kind of stayed close to the budget. But me and Chris had to get some pipes for our house. Our basement flooded again this past weekend. And it's not coming in where it usually comes in. So now he has to redo the other side of the house. And there are these big construction pipes. I don't know how he's doing it. I haven't been watching him. But he was explaining to me he's got to hook them up to the gutters and push them out so the water doesn't get stuck and then go into the basement where the water gets the house and in the dirt, if that makes sense what I'm trying to explain. We had those black corrugated pipes, but he thinks a lot of them are crushed because the house, whoever did it, they were already underground when we moved in, and a lot of people drove through that part of the yard. So he's gonna try and fix all that just so the basement stays dry. It's very annoying. And that was a little pricey to get the pipes, but it's cheaper for him to do it than have somebody else get it. So it's always stuff comes up when you're trying to save money, but whatever. That's life. That's just how it is. So hopefully, we can work on projects slowly, because I know there's some stuff we'd like to get done to the house. My house is older, and it has those windows that you roll out, and the gaskets on them are dry, and we don't have very good insulation with the windows. A lot of the air comes in through there, so we gotta try to replace some of those this year too. My brother knows how to do it because he's done them, so that will also save us some money. I almost passed my turn, and that would have sucked. But yeah, that's what we plan on working on, stuff on the house this year. We try to get stuff done here and there, but sometimes other things come up and it just doesn't happen. So the last year was the car pretty much getting totaled. That was something we weren't expecting. And even though we did get paid out from the insurance company, it didn't cover the cost of another vehicle. So we had to add some to that. But yeah, so hopefully we can just work on house stuff this year. That would be nice, because it really needs to be done, and I have been wanting to do the windows for a while. Yeah. And that's going to be the plan. Looked at the weather for this weekend. It's looking good for the market. And I have some new stuff I made, and I still didn't finish it. That stuff I videoed a couple vlogs ago where I was showing me soldering it. I still didn't finish it completely, get them ready and stain them and all. And I was I gotta really do that, just because I've been doing other things. Yesterday, the kids stayed at my mom's house because of my sister's birthday, and they had a little sleepover, and they had a good time. So they pretty much stayed there the whole weekend. So Sunday, my mom kept the dog too, which was good, because Lottie, you don't realize how much work Lottie is until Lottie's not there. She's a very neurotic dog. She gets very anxious, and she will follow you everywhere, which is fine. I love her. But I've had other dogs before where they just kind of do their own thing, and Lottie doesn't do that. So it's frustrating when you're trying to do stuff and she's in the way. But she wasn't there yesterday, so I was able to clean my house really good, and it was a great time. And it was weird because we've had Lottie for 2 years now, to not have somebody to have to look after. because like before when the kids would stay at my mom's house, it was always just me and Chris, and we do whatever. But once we got Lottie, it was like taking care of a baby, which I also realized yesterday that I'm glad I had all of my children young, and they're like Lily's gonna be 14 at the end of the year, and Autumn will be 11 in March, and Gabriel will be 10 in May. So my kids are a little bit older, but I realized like I'm glad I had them when I did, because I think if I had to have like a baby now, I would not enjoy it like I did with my children, which I know there's lots of people that don't even have kids till they're my age, which is, that's like fine. I just realized yesterday, like after taking care of Lottie, because I consider her like taking care of a kid because she constantly needs stuff. But like now that my kids are older, they're not super needy towards me like a baby would be. And which when they were little, I loved it. But I think now at this point in my life, since I'm so used to having kids that can take care of themselves and all, I do not think I would enjoy having more children. And that was just like a realization I came to yesterday. Obviously, once me and Chris had Gabriel, and we had, all the kids were pretty little around the same time, we decided we weren't going to have any more children. But I was just thinking about it because, me and my sister have 14 years between us. So my mom had her later in life, and like my mom liked it, and like having her, and I loved having her when I was a kid and stuff, like taking care of her and helping. But I just don't think I'm that type of woman, like where I would enjoy that. I guess it's because just I have so many other things going on. Yeah, that's what I realized yesterday. I thought that was just a weird realization to come to, because like I said, we decided a long time ago after having Gabriel we weren't going to have kids anymore, so it's not something I usually think about. But like being completely not having to deal with anybody else yesterday, like because like I said, Lottie's so demanding of my time, I was like, yeah, I don't think I would have wanted any more children. And Chris is like, yeah, and that's why we didn't have any more. I'm like, yeah. So yeah. But anyways, I just thought that was a funny thing to come to, because like I said, I know a lot of people don't even start having kids until they're like my age or older. So I think it's just one of those things where like I enjoyed it when I had them and they were little, and then now that our life is so different from when they were little. Am I in the lines? Yes, I am. I always check too. Even when I'm not filming, I'll go open the door and look. But yeah, I think it's just because things are different too now. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Walmart now, and I will see when I come back. So today is shopping day. I went to a different Aldi and Walmart than I usually go to, because I just wanted to, first of all, the Walmart I was going to go to did not have a lot of the stuff I needed, and I didn't want to go drive all around town. So I figured I would just go to a different one that had an Aldi and Walmart together, like near each other, because I didn't want to drive everywhere. So that is where I went today. It's a little bit further, but I figured maybe they'll have different stuff. I always like the Walmarts too to look in, because sometimes they have like clearance kids clothes, and that's discounted, and I can always use a good clearance rack for the kids. So that is what we're gonna do today. Just Walmart and Aldi. I don't plan on trying to spend a whole bunch of money, because I am trying to budget. So that's what we're gonna do today. I also need to look and see what I need to make a king cake, because I plan on making that this weekend. I've really always wanted to make one. I've seen a lot of people make them for Mardi Gras, but I always end up not having a chance to do it beforehand. So I figured we'd do that probably this weekend. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Hopefully the air conditioner's not too much. It is hot. It is 61 degrees today. I swear sometimes it's like I still live in Florida. So anyways, I did all the shopping. I was done. I did not come back on because I'm really not familiar with this area. I have shopped it before, and me and Chris used to come here a lot, but I have no clue where I'm going, so I always have to use my phone for GPS. I'm waiting for my groceries to be brought out because I'm doing the pickup, but I always go in and grab the other stuff that I don't usually have them pick, like produce and stuff, just because in the past they haven't picked good stuff when I've gotten it. It's always been like, you know, bad or going bad, or it's just not what I would pick. But anyways, the Aldi over here, there was literally like 5 people in the store, and it was great. There was like nobody in there. I was like, man. Now this one is a little bit further than the one that's closest to me. This is like, and then there's another one that's a little bit further from the one closest from me, but still closer than this one. But if it wasn't so far, I'd come here every week. The Walmart over here, I like because it's set up different. When I used to work in Walmart, when I lived in Florida, I liked that one, the way it was set up, and this one is set up the same. The other ones aren't. But it's nice. Sometimes just get a change of Walmarts when you're doing your day, weekly shopping. Yeah. So I mean, I've worked in Walmart 3 times, 3 different times. I've worked at 3 different Walmarts over the course of my adult life. So yeah, I don't like it. It's just the easiest place to get into anytime I had to get something quick. So, or I do that until I could find something better to do that I actually wanted to do. But I'm not a big fan of working at Walmart. I like to shop there, but yeah. So, but I did all that, and I like coming over here because it doesn't seem like there's as many people, which is nice because I prefer it that way. I got the kids their Valentine's stuff today, and something for my mom and my brother and my sister. And I got Chris something. I usually just get him a little thing of candy because he doesn't care too much. Hold on. Sorry about that. The guy came out like super quick, and usually when there was other people waiting for me, so I did not expect to get my groceries that fast. But yeah, I like this area. It's a nice area to shop in. It just takes a while to get here. So I don't like the drive, but I like the stores. I did go to Dunkin' Donuts over here too. I got a chai latte today because my stomach's still been bothering me some, and coffee just does not seem to be great for it, so I tried that. And then I got a multigrain bagel while I was out because yeah, I haven't really had any coffee in a while, and I was like, what can I get from Dunkin' Donuts that won't hurt my stomach? And I was like, chai tea. Super expensive compared to coffee. It was like $2 more. I was like, this is why we don't buy this. Anyways, I am going to head back home and then video my haul, and then I will see you guys maybe later or maybe over the weekend. I got some roses I'm making for Valentine's Day, glass ones to sell, so I'll show you those when they are done as well. But yeah, I did get the sanding sugar for the king cake, so we should be all set to go with all that this weekend. Hey guys, so today's Sunday, and I just made the kids breakfast and everything, and we had that together, and now I'm going to start making a king cake. King cakes are usually made for Mardi Gras, and Mardi Gras, I believe, the day before Ash Wednesday, or when Lent starts, which I think it starts on Ash Wednesday. I'm not really great at remembering those things, but I've always wanted to make one. I always see them online for Mardi Gras and stuff, and I was like, I want to make a king cake. It looks delicious. So I'm gonna make that today for Chris and the kids, and then we're not gonna eat a whole cake, so there'll be leftovers for my mom and my brother and sister. And even if it wasn't gonna be enough, I'd make it enough because I always like to bring them treats and stuff that I make. So yeah, I found a recipe that seems pretty easy. It's only 12 o'clock now, but I want to start it now because it has to rise for like 2 hours. And if I start it later on after I clean and stuff, we won't be able to eat dinner because that's when it'll be in the oven and stuff. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah, that's what's on the plan today. Besides the house cleaning, washing up blankets and sheets and such, and just regular everyday stuff, that you do when you have to take care of your house. So yeah, Gabriel got some science experiment stuff for Christmas. So Chris and Autumn and Gabriel are doing that right now. I've got the most wash in the world to do. I just did a bunch of it. I don't understand. I'm sure you guys can relate. There's only 5 of us, but I feel like there's 20 of us living here with the amount of laundry I do. We did market yesterday. We did okay. It was nicer, and it wasn't as windy, so my stuff wasn't like, everywhere, which was nice, and I didn't have to worry about it. So we did that yesterday, and then we had dinner with my mom, and yeah, it's pretty much been it for the week. I don't really have to make anything this upcoming week for market. I have window door panels, and if I remember, I'll put a picture in of the ones I've done. I'm terrible at remembering these things, but I'm missing one more, and I usually do it in my downtime when the business is slow. I'm really stocked up with my items right now, so I figured I could always make that during the week and get that done, because Chris has been asking me, like, when are you going to get that done? I've been doing one at a time, and we have 3 of them, so I got to do the last one. I just got to make sure I have the glass I want to use for it. It is a little bit more of a pain in the butt because it's a little panel, so it's like lots of little itty bitty pieces, because the window is only maybe like that big. It's not very big. So I'll probably do that this week. And then besides that, I have a appointment with my neurologist coming up, and that's pretty much it for most of the week. I don't really have a whole lot of stuff to do. Chris came out to get some stuff for the kids' little project, so I shut it off. But anyways, so I was laughing because I always figure when nobody's around, that's the perfect time for me to film, when they're all busy doing things. But yeah, somebody always ends up coming out. A lot of times when I'm editing, I see kids running by in the background. I'm like, yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I also have a blanket I'm making. I've been making a bunch of squares for it, which I haven't finished yet, but I've been starting to put them together. And if I do get that done today, I will take a picture and put it in here. But my living room's green, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the walls before when I've filmed a little bit in there. And a lot of earth tones. My couch is brown and stuff, so I want to make a green blanket for the top, because I always keep a blanket on top of the couch for the cats and the dogs. Their hair is hard to get out of that couch, so I figured a green one for the living room to use when it's not a holiday, because most of my blankets are holiday themed ones I've made, so I figure we can use that for most of the time. But yeah, let's get going on this cake. Okay, some things I want to point out before we go on to make the filling, because the dough has rise, which thank God, I have such a hard time getting dough to ever rise, so I did it correctly and I'm happy about that. This is for 2 king cakes. So if you are following the recipe and you use the one in the description, I don't think it says that until you actually get to the assembly part, where it's like, remember, this is for 2 king cakes. So if you only want to make 1 king cake, split the recipe. So I'm going to have plenty of cinnamon king cakes. So I'm going to go ahead and make the filling now. I just wanted to put that little note out there because I was very surprised. It doesn't matter to me that I'm going to have 2. It's like, I'm sure they'll get eaten. But I was just surprised that I was only making 1. Alright guys, there's our king cakes. I'm very impressed with them. I think they turned out very well, very similar to the pictures online, so I'm very pleased. I'm sure they'll be great, and I will let you know with a little caption. But they're pretty much just like a big cinnamon roll. So yeah, I hope you guys will try it. I will let you know. I hope you have dedicated some time. If you plan on doing this is not a quick recipe. This will take several hours. It took me about 4 from start to finish, and then not including the icing, which took maybe 10 minutes, and the sprinkles. But still, it does take a long time. So be prepared. This isn't something to do when you have a bunch of other stuff to do that day. Because it has to rise twice, and it's a lot. But yeah, guys, I appreciate all you guys watching. I hope you're enjoying the content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.